Hey guys, Internet Dude here. Guess where I am? Yep, not in Saskatchewan, that's for sure. Hey, I just want to take this opportunity while I'm supercharging, which is amazing. And Elon, if you're listening, Saskatchewan desperately needs superchargers ASAP. Anyway, so this video is going to be everything that's broke down on my car, everything that's gone wrong in just over 3 years of ownership. So I've had the car, it would be just about 3 years and 2 months. And it has 66,000 kilometers. The first thing I want to mention is that the car has never left me stranded. It's never broke down, been undrivable, aside from that accident thing, it was kind of undrivable on the highway, but that's not Tesla's fault. So the car itself has actually been pretty reliable. I haven't even driven the car down to zero battery level and needed a tow. Pretty much I think every EV owner probably hits that at some point, but I haven't yet. Hope you can hear me okay. It's a little windy. I got my mic on though. So I just want to talk about the things that I've had with the car, things that have needed attention or service, things that have broke. So let's go take a look here. So the first thing was, bummer. At this point in the video, the audio was somehow completely dropped out. Must have something to do with that mic I was using. But anyway, what I'm going to try to do right now is just narrate over and keep the video going, and then it's a few minutes here, and then it'll go back to another clip, and then the audio will be okay again. So I can't 100% remember what I said here, but this Model S aluminum sill plate here, one of the corners, it was either this front corner or the back corner was bent up, and it was that way from the factory. So what happened there was the Ranger came to my house at that time and replaced it. Initially, back then, the Ranger fee was $100, and now it's $1,500, so I haven't had any more Ranger visits since then. So maybe just something for you guys to note. If you live in Saskatchewan or Manitoba, to have a Tesla tech come out to your house will be a $1,500 fee, even for warranty service items. So something to be aware of. So this next one, it's not totally a Tesla issue like with the car, but the rear console accessory that I got from them, it broke. You probably saw my video. The hinge broke on the first one. I got a replacement sent to me. Then that one broke also. And I just decided that, it wasn't worth the hassle to, try and warranty it again. So I just don't use it really anymore at all. So the next few items here, that was from my July 2016 visit with the Ranger. Now, in this case, I actually took the car to Calgary. I was there, and so I had the Ranger Dave take a look at these issues. This was before there was a service center in Calgary. So the first one was condensation in the reverse lamp lens on both sides. So if you wash the car, sometimes you'd get some condensation right there because there was kind of another layer of clear, and so water could get trapped in between those two places. That applied to both. So what they did is they replaced it with this updated piece, chrome piece, and it didn't have the extra layer. And the Tesla letters were more 3D. They stick out more. Just trying to show you that without completely showing my license plate. Okay, so the other item, and this is something that was there since I received the car on the first day that I noticed. So it was on the steering wheel, and on the left part of the steering wheel where the leather kind of wraps around and comes up and kind of joins right where I'm pointing there, that leather was sticking up, and so if you rested your thumb there or your hand there, you could feel that leather sticking up, and I thought they would glue down that little piece that was sticking up, but what they did is just replace the entire steering wheel, not including the airbag, but Dave replaced the steering wheel, and I was very happy with that result. Okay, so the next thing was, I'm just going to go around here, the passenger side, but the outside rear view mirror on the passenger side here What was happening was the like reflective glass part, it was actually wobbling or shaking, especially more at like highway speeds or over bumps. And so what he did is he replaced the mirror assembly, which doesn't include the red painted part there, but it includes the the chrome part underneath and the folding mechanism. And in case you weren't aware, there's antennas inside the mirror, and I believe it's for the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and cellular. Not 100% sure on that, but that's my understanding. So they replaced the mirror, didn't have to replace the cap, so that was good. And the other thing was there's a noise from the suspension, seemingly the right front corner. And this, I think, it pertained to that rock issue that I just put out a video not long ago about the rock that was kind of stuck inside the rotor. And so Dave took a look at that, and at that time he wasn't able to really find the issue, and he didn't change any parts, but he also didn't have access to a lift. So that concluded my July 2016 service appointment. I did have a few more issues since then, and same deal. I didn't want to pay $1,500 to get, service at my house. It's not a big deal on these things. So what I do is I just let Tesla know, and then next time I'm in town, I'll have them kind of deal with it. Like, especially with that noise from the right front suspension over bumps. It's like they couldn't do anything until they had the service center up and had a lift anyway. So I was like, I'll just live with that for now. So there are some benefits if you live close to a service center, getting like good service. It's not expensive, but okay, little aside there. So my next service visit or service appointment was April 2018, and I brought the car in. So the first issue here is that this door seal down here, it had kind of come apart off of the body, and I had tried to like stick it back on or whatever, and I just couldn't get it to work. I'm not sure. So I wasn't able to fix it, but they put it back down, and I think they used some adhesive. It looks kind of pushed down there, but anyway, they got that fixed up, so we're good there. And then on the driver's interior door handle, there's a piece of plastic back here. It might be hard for you to see because it's all black, but there's a piece of plastic there, and right from the factory that piece was not in place correctly. So what happened was you'd open the door and it would scratch the interior door handle. It did that for 3 years. So they did replace that. Okay, and then another thing was the right front tire. I'll show you. Well, actually, I think I rotated the tires, but if you look at the tires, they're actually getting pretty worn down now. But there was kind of flaking on the inside edge of that rubber, and I did a video about that, so I might link to that video in the description. So the tires are pretty close to needing replacement. I don't actually have 66,000 kilometers on the tires, even though there is 66,000 K on the car, just because I have the winter tires for the winter. I guess the other thing was there was a suspension noise, and they replaced the lower control arms, 4 of them I believe, and they did a 4-wheel alignment. That was in April 2018 here. The reason for that was there was a slight vibration when I went, full acceleration. When I floored the thing, there was a little bit of a shimmy from the front end, and that seemed to have gone away. So the next thing would be the 12-volt battery. Now, I haven't had any problems with my 12-volt battery, but I was concerned because I know another Saskatchewan Tesla owner that had a problem, and it became a bit of an issue for him to get it replaced by the Ranger. So Tesla, it was nice of them. They proactively replaced the 12-volt battery, and they didn't charge me for it. And they replaced it with a CD nano carbon variety, and they needed to update the config to recognize that. And at one point I had a problem here in the winter where this window made a wicked bad noise, and it sounded like something broke inside the door. They basically blamed it on cold, and there may be being some ice on the outside of that channel or something. And so I actually stopped using the window there for a little while in the winter. In the end, I got it to the service center and it worked fine. So yeah, I guess it wasn't really a big deal. Maybe it was just extreme cold and ice issue there. So one other thing that I had fixed was, so that's a supercharger connector, but I have the standard mobile charge connector that comes with the car, and I was charging a lot more at the full 40 amps on a NEMA 1450 outlet. And what happened was that I'd push the button on the mobile charging outlet, it wouldn't pop the door, and it wouldn't charge. Yet the other end of it had the light on, but this end wasn't working, and I tried changing out the receptacle, and that didn't help. But it turns out on the older style that the handles kind of overheat or whatever, so they give me a new universal mobile connector. So that was pretty much it for service things. In June of 2018, which is now, like, actually today, I had that rotor looked at on the right front, and that rock wasn't there anymore. So I think with me prying and bending at it and stuff, it fell out. I was there with the tech in the service bay, and he took that rotor off and the caliper off, and there was nothing in there. So it broke up and fell out. So this wouldn't really be car breaking down thing, but I did get the windshield replaced. I did a video on that, and then this windshield got damaged. I had another video where I had little pieces of tape marked off where I got stone chips all around the car. And so the car is here in Calgary right now, and I'm going to drop it off at the body shop, and it's going to get another new windshield and get some of the body panels repainted. So that brings you up to today. That's 3 years of ownership. Car hasn't left me stranded. I've not had any motor, what do they call it, drive units. Haven't had any drive unit problems. Haven't had any battery problems. So in my books, it's been a reliable car. It hasn't stranded me, like I said. If you take a look at some other Tesla YouTubers, you'll see quite a few of them have their car up on a flatbed tow truck. So, but I suppose it being quite reliable is one of the reasons I didn't have a problem ordering a new one. Well, hope you liked the video. I hope the audio turned out and everything. And if you have any comments or questions for me, be sure to leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up, like the video if you like the content. I'm definitely going to have some more P100D videos coming very soon. I don't know on the order. I'm not uploading videos today while I shoot this, but I'm going to have a few videos coming out here real soon. So be sure to subscribe and let me know kind of what your experience has been. Leave me a comment and let me know have you been one of those guys where you have your car on the flatbed. How is service for you? Overall, I've been happy. Tesla service has been good, although it has been a bit of an inconvenience, being with the nearest service center being in Calgary and, say, not Saskatoon or Regina. Maybe one day we'll get a Ranger posted there. I hear that Edmonton will get its own Ranger. so they won't. So Edmonton folks will get better service there, closer service. Anyway, kind of rambling on now. Yeah, stay tuned. I got more videos coming, so thanks for watching.